Well, folks, the pain in the stock market is continuing. It's about 2:45 p.m. on the East Coast right now. And first of all, the VIX, the volatility index, the uncertainty index, as I like to call it, is up over 9%. We're pushing towards 20 points again. And we have all the indexes down. S&P's down 1.2, NASDAQ 100 down about 2%, the Russell's down 1.2% as well, and the Dow's actually not that bad, down only 0.5%, but again, we're getting crushed, and the VIX is up over 9%. So we have to break down the charts here, my thoughts, and we'll run through some stocks on my watch list. But first, guys, hit the like button. Do not forget to subscribe and get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. You might as well on a red day like today. Use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. Deposit at least $100. You get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks. So if you guys want 30 free stocks and you want to help out the channel, again, check out that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. You have less than 5 days to get these stocks, so get on it. And now let's dive into it. So clearly we're down across the board, guys, and we got rejected. At least now we're getting rejected at the 180 moving average on the 4-hour chart here on SPY and pretty much on all the indexes, right? Which is something that I've been talking about here on the channel, right? We covered how, look, we had a nice recovery rally after getting crushed for a couple of weeks in a row, but we weren't fully breaking out. Yes, we have the recovery rally, but we weren't fully breaking out, as you guys can clearly see. And now we're getting hit at 580 on SPY, right under that 180 SMA, and now we're holding on the 50 SMA by a thread. You guys can see it right here, and clearly, I don't know about you guys, but to me, it looks like the downtrend is continuing, which is why I've said this time and time again recently. We have to be very cautious, especially with our trades. If we're up on a trade, whether it's on straight up shares, call options, put options, especially on options, right? Be quick to lock in profits. This is exactly why, going back to my NVIDIA trade about 2 weeks ago, this is exactly why I locked in the gains quick on NVIDIA. When the stock popped about a week and a half ago, I had call options, right? I locked in the trade, the gains quick, because look, I knew we weren't fully breaking out, and I knew the reality was we could see more downside, and look at it now. NVIDIA's back to 112. I sold those call options when it was at like 120, 121, something like that. Now we're down 6.5% on the day on NVIDIA, and a bunch of tech stocks are getting hit, right? Speaking of tech stocks, QQQ down now 2.1%. It's getting worse as I'm making this video, and you guys can see we got hit at the 180 SMA at about $495, $500. Now we're dumping back down to 483, holding above this 50 SMA by a thread, right? Which if this breaks, guys, let me pull this up on the 30-minute chart. We technically are still in an uptrending channel on this 30-minute chart. You guys see this right here. But the second we take out this channel on the downside, we take out, let's say, 473 on QQQ, the lows from Friday. The second we get under that point, we could start slipping even more aggressively than going back to the 4-hour chart. That's where this could start maybe going for the lows again, potentially, right? But we're not fully there yet, obviously. We're just seeing a bit of a sell-off today. But if we get a couple back-to-back red days here, guys, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty, even though we got the news that Trump is softening his stance on tariffs. It could still get ugly. We'll see, especially if he maybe doesn't end up softening his stance on tariffs. Maybe we do accelerate the sell-off at that point. April 2nd is coming up, guys. It's in about, a week from now. It's coming up, and it's coming in hot. So keep your eyes on the 4-hour time frame and really pay attention to the channels I drew out here on SPY and QQQ. Technically, we're still in this little mini uptrending channel in the last, 2 weeks at this point, 10 days. But if we slip through here, if SPY takes out 560, 558, we break through this 50 SMA, break the channel on the 4-hour chart here, that would not be good in the short term. That's the reality, guys. So, and another thing worth mentioning, look, we got rejected at, where's this at? About 575-ish, 577 on SPY. That not only is the 180 SMA resistance here, but that also was support back in the end of December, early mid-January. So we got hit there. We didn't retake that level, which would have been great for the bulls, but we didn't do it. And QQQ looks like this got rejected pretty much at this spot. We held support at about 498, 500 back in, when was this? January. So we failed breaking out of there. Not ideal in the short term at all for the bulls. What do you guys think about that? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, and join the free email list where I send out my top stocks every single week. It's free. All you guys have to do is put your first name and your email address. That is linked right down below. Make sure you guys get in there. So let me run through some stocks now. We kind of hinted or touched upon NVIDIA. This one's now down 6.5%. I'm probably going to buy more NVIDIA soon here if it slips down, especially under 110. 100 to 105 is my next real buy zone on NVIDIA, and by the looks of it, it might get down there sooner rather than later. We have stocks like ARM Holdings today just getting demolished, down 7.7%. And now ARM Holdings is taking out a critical support, which we tried breaking back over. It was support. Now it's resistance. It was support for months at about $120. We tried getting back over it. In fact, we did a little bit over the last couple of days. We were in the low mid 120s, but now we're back to 114, guys. ARM Holdings is looking interesting here, not necessarily as a trade, but maybe for an entry as an investment. Maybe I'll do a video on ARM Holdings at some point coming up here, but it's not looking pretty for this one. Let's see, other stocks taking a beating today. Pretty much everyone is. Pick your poison, guys. CRM is down again 3%, and this thing has been trading at the bottom of this channel now. It seems like months, but it's really just been a couple of weeks. I guess it has been downtrending for 2 months now. I think eventually CRM is going to bounce back sharply. It's only a matter of time. It's a great company. It's just going through some short-term pain right now. We'll see. Maybe it's the next earnings, or maybe in the next couple of quarters we'll start to get the rebound. I'm not in CRM now, but I'm looking at it potentially as an investment if it comes down even further here in the short term. So CRM is getting another beat down. Meta is down about 3%. We kind of have some head and shoulders action potentially in the making on Meta. Do you guys see it right here? We have the left shoulder, boom. Got the head right here. You guys see that? Then we have the right shoulder right here, and we actually got rejected at 635. That's the neckline of the head and shoulder. So to me, not looking the best here for Meta, but if it comes down further, maybe into the high 500s, mid 500s, I might consider scooping up some Meta. I haven't actually owned this stock for a while now. I owned it a couple of years ago. I haven't been in it in a while, but it is down on the day about 3 percentage points. And let's see what else. Amazon's one worth looking at. I actually bought more. I think that was yesterday. I bought a little more Amazon at 202, something like that. Amazon, I mean, it's a no-brainer. Great company. I love the fundamentals for the long term. It's just going through some short-term pain, as is the entire market, right? Amazon's now down about 16-17% from highs, and whenever one of my core individual stock holdings goes down 15-20% from highs, almost all the time I average into it, right? I dollar cost average into it. Not always, but in this case with Amazon, I'm buying more Amazon, and I've owned this stock now for about 2 years probably. I was buying in 2023 when the stock was in the 80s, 90s, and I pretty much bought all the way up. But I started the position at 80, 90 bucks, and this goes to show how much I believe in Amazon long term. The fact that I'm buying at 200, I started buying in the 80s, 90s. Again, I've averaged up. And with your winners, guys, that's the thing. A lot of people like cutting their winners short, and they keep their losers around longer than they should. It's the opposite. It should be the opposite, right? Be very quick to cut your losers in the stock market, right? And don't be so quick to cut your winners. Let them run, because a lot of the time, your winners, the stocks that you pick that are winners, that's kind of what I'm getting at, right? They might go up a lot more than you think, and that's Amazon for me, right? And a bunch of other stocks for that matter. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. That's actually a great way to wrap it up. Don't freak out about this volatile stock market, guys. Look at it as an opportunity. At least that's what I'm doing. What are you guys thinking about that? What are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments down below. Run the likes up. Don't forget to subscribe. Do all that good stuff. Join the email list. It's free, and get your 30 stocks from Moomoo. Deposit at least $100. You get 5 stocks. Deposit at least $2,000. You get 25 more stocks, guys, and your uninvested cash now will earn up to 8.1%, and you have 5 days, less than that actually, to get these stocks. So again, use that link down below, or go to stocks-surfest.com/Moomoo. Get your 30 stocks, and with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next one.